welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for joining me and welcome back to a brand new video. So recently I did a poll on my channel asking you guys what comparison reviews should I do next, and 82% of you guys voted for today's video. I'll be comparing the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation with the Too Faced Born This Way Matte Foundation. I'm going to be doing a comparison review and a 10-hour wear test today, checking in with you guys in natural daylight with plenty of close-up shots of my skin, so get ready for that. Now I do have really oily skin, so we're going to be looking at how well these foundations control my oils. Does it last all day? What type of coverage does it have? What finish does it have? We're going to be looking at everything that you need to know about both of these foundations. So yeah, if you're interested to know how this comparison goes, then please keep watching. Before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Now, before applying any foundation, I always like to prep my skin because there's no point in applying foundation if you haven't prepped your skin correctly. So skin prep is key here. So I've already cleansed and moisturized my skin, and the moisturizer that I love to use is this Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream Moisturizer. It's actually designed for dry skin. However, because it's so lightweight and very hydrating and moisturizing, it's also really good for oily skin. And I also like to use a primer as well. And the one that I'm going to use today is this Lancôme Le Base Pro Perfecting Makeup Primer. Now this one I did feature in my best primers for oily skin video. It's one of my favorite ones because it's oil free and it's also non-comedogenic, so it's not going to clog your pores. Let me just show you what it looks like. Your hand, and that's what it looks like. It's like a gel consistency, and just dot it on the areas that you need it the most. So for me, it's basically like my whole face because my face is very oily. Skin prep's done. So the first foundation we're going to look at is this Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. There's 30ml in this bottle and it retails for £39.50. So this is one of the most popular foundations out there on the market, and I do feature it quite a bit on my channel, and it's definitely one of the best foundations for oily skin. So let's talk a bit more about this Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. It comes in a clear frosted glass bottle with a golden cap. If I just open it, you can see, ta-da, there is no pump, which is one of the downsides of this foundation, because if you're paying like a premium price, you'd expect it to be included. With this foundation, it does come in 60 shades, which is an absolutely incredible shade range, and you're bound to find a shade that is right for you. And on the Estee Lauder website, it says that this foundation is a flawless matte foundation that lasts for up to 24 hours. It's oil free, it's fragrance free, it's waterproof, it's got SPF 10, it's humidity and sweat resistant, it's non-comedogenic, so it's not going to clog your pores. It's got an incredible 60 shades available in this foundation. And the next foundation is this Too Faced Born This Way Matte Foundation. There's 30ml in this bottle and it retails for £38. So with this foundation, it does come in a frosted glass bottle with a black cap, and as you can see, there is a pump, which definitely extra points for this. And on the Too Faced website, it says it's a medium to full buildable coverage foundation. It's got a soft focus matte finish. The skin stays matte and not flat. Super long wearing for 24 hours. It's non-comedogenic, it's waterproof, oil free, oil controlling, transfer resistant, color true, sweat resistant, humidity resistant, and it's vegan. So the formula facts and the claims of this foundation is quite similar to the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. They both claim to be 24 hours of wear. The medium to full buildable coverage foundations, they're oil free, non-comedogenic, the list goes on. However, with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, it does have SPF 10, whereas the Too Faced Born This Way Matte Foundation, there is no SPF in this foundation. The pricing is quite similar, £39.50 for the Double Wear and £38 for the Too Faced Born This Way Matte Foundation. So yeah, that's enough of me talking about both these foundations. I know what you're waiting for, the wear test, so let's get straight into it. And to apply, I'm going to use this beauty blender, and I've already dampened it so it's ready to go, nice and squidgy. And with the Estee Lauder Double Wear, it's so important to give it a good shake. Shake, shake, shake. Pop it on the back of my hand. I'm in the shade 2W2 Rattan, which is more for like light to medium skin with warm olive undertones. And I'm just going to apply one layer first and show you. So straight away with this Double Wear, you can see it's quite a full coverage foundation. Even with this one layer, it's pretty much just smoothed out my skin. skin, smoothed out my texture, especially on my cheek area. And the slight redness that I had on my cheek as well, that's just like covered it all. So the coverage is amazing in this Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. So I'm going to go in with the second layer now, focusing more on the areas that I probably need a bit more coverage. So it's mainly on my cheek area. This has made it a very full coverage foundation now, but it still feels very lightweight. It doesn't feel like heavy or cakey on the skin. It still feels very lightweight. So with this Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, it does dry pretty quickly. So you have to make sure to moisturize your skin before applying this foundation. So this is 2 layers of the foundation, and it's just made it a really full coverage foundation, and it's fully smoothed out my skin. My skin is looking flawless now, but at the moment it's still looking quite glowy. It hasn't got that like matte finish, but I'm going to give it a good few minutes for it to fully dry and set into my skin. And for shade reference, today I'm using 2W2 Rattan, but during the summertime when I'm slightly a bit more darker or a bit more tanned, I will use 3W1 Tawny. Right, so back with a clean beauty blender, and let's go ahead and apply this Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation. Give it a good shake. Shake, shake, shake. So I'm just going to use one pump first and see how I get on. And I'm in the shade Warm Nude, and that's for light skin with neutral undertones. So this foundation claims to also be medium to full buildable coverage foundation. Just applying this one layer right now is definitely not as full coverage as the Double Wear Foundation. However, the coverage is very beautiful because it's making my skin look so skin-like. It's like, am I even wearing any foundation? It's made my skin look so good. It's giving me a very flawless, beautiful type of coverage and finish. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and apply a second layer to make it a more fuller coverage. This foundation, even though it's slightly less coverage compared to the Double Wear Foundation, it's still got that good coverage. It's got enough coverage to cover everything without it feeling or looking too heavy. I just can't believe that I didn't buy this foundation any sooner. It was only like a few months ago that I bought this. This Too Faced foundation is looking so good. I mean, guys, look at that. So this is 2 layers of both of the foundations, the Estee Lauder Double Wear and the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation. With the Too Faced foundation, it's definitely a bit more drying. I could feel it drying down onto my skin and becoming like that matte finish. However, comparing the foundations side by side, it does look like that the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation is slightly a bit more fuller coverage compared to the Too Faced foundation. But either way, they are both full coverage. So what do you guys think? Which foundation do you think is looking better? The Estee Lauder Double Wear or the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation? Ta-da! So my makeup's done, and I did use a bit of the Mercier translucent loose setting powder just to set both of the foundations into place. This is the ultra blur version, and it's a great setting powder, especially if you've got oily skin. Let me just lean forward a little bit so you can see a bit more closer. The Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation and the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation. So yeah, I'm gonna check in with you guys later on today, and it's gonna be in natural daylight, so get ready for that. Hola, so I'm back, and it's been about 6 hours now since I applied both of these foundations, and I'm in my bedroom right now because I wanted to check in natural daylight because it's just the best lighting and up close and very personal. You can see everything on my skin, every single pore. Right, so let me show you how my skin's looking. So on this side, it's the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. After 6 hours, let's have a look. So you can see there's hardly any shine on my cheek. On my nose area, there's just a little bit of shine there, but it's like minimal. No caking, there's no creasing. It's just looking amazing. And the colours stay the same. There's no shine on my chin. It's controlled my oils very well, this Estee Lauder Double Wear. Even after 6 hours, as expected, the Estee Lauder Double Wear has controlled my oils very well. And then on this side, it is the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation. Let's have a look. On my forehead, there's literally no shine. And even on my cheek area, it's still looking very smooth. Literally no shine's come through. So yeah, it just looks really, really good. And looking at both sides, it does look like the Too Faced foundation has controlled my oils slightly better compared to the Double Wear, even though the Double Wear has done really well controlling my oils. But the Too Faced is looking a little bit better. So on this side, it's the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. Let's have a look. So my cheek area is a little bit glowy now. I wouldn't say it's shiny, but you can see a slight glow to my cheek now. And on my nose area, there's a little bit of shine that's peeping through, but it's not overly shiny. It's just a slight glow to my skin now. And on my forehead, it's actually controlled my oils really well. But yeah, the colors remain the same. The foundation hasn't faded. I just love the way that this double wear just smooths out all my texture and just removes any redness as well. It's just looking really good, even after 10 hours of wear. And then on the other side, it's the Too Faced Born This Way a matte foundation. Wow, this side's controlled my oils even better. I mean, look at that, guys. It looks really, really good. There's hardly any shine. My nose area is looking really good. It just looks absolutely incredible. Even after 10 hours of wear, this foundation still looks like it's freshly applied, and it's controlled my oils incredibly well. So after doing today's 10-hour wear test, the winner is, drum roll, you know how it goes. The winner is this Too Faced Born This Way a matte foundation. This is probably one of the best foundations that I've ever used. It's super long lasting and it controlled my oils all day. And if you've got oily or combination skin, I definitely recommend this foundation. It's an absolute must-have. With the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, you know I absolutely love this foundation. However, comparing it with the Too Faced foundation today, the Too Faced foundation definitely controlled my oils slightly better. That's the reason why in today's wear test, this Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation is the winner. But I also still love this Estee Lauder Double Wear. I just love the both, actually. And which foundation are you planning to buy or try? Let me know down in the comments below. Or have you already got one of these foundations? How are you getting on with them? I want to hear everything from you guys. Hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye, guys.